breaking news.
And our breaking news tonight, several houses and vehicles are on fire in Clovis. Kat, while we have you, as you know, I was driving through this area. I was over at La Monica Stadium watching the fireworks and came down Minnewawa, turned down Gettysburg and saw the fire as it was happening. I was able to talk to somebody from Clovis Fire that just was able to confirm multiple homes, which you have already seen on fire, multiple vehicles. I asked if fireworks were to blame. He said it was too early to tell. Employees say today is the last day of the strike and they hope to return to work with their demands met. YourCentralValley.com digital reporter Marco Rosas with a look at what their demands are. Developing tonight, disturbing new details about the Marines' 250th birthday celebration at Camp Pendleton this past weekend. Marines fired 30 artillery shells over the I-5 and train tracks during rush hour. That was a week ago today on last Friday. The Department of Justice is preparing to send federal election observers to California next month for the congressional redistricting special election. The move comes following requests from the state's Republican Party. Airports, including Yosemite International, are choosing not to play a video by Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. Let's go live now to the scene where Jason Toktagian is standing by with what he is learning for us first here at 11 o'clock. Jason, while I have you, my friend, I'm curious to know what is the situation right now when it comes to that fire. It's my understanding about 10 acres burned in that field. Is that fire out or is it still burning right now? All right, Jason, thank you so much. A lot of new information there tonight. Of course, the best news is the pilot survived and is going to be okay. Jason, thank you so much. Stand by. We'll be checking back in with you again in just a few minutes. Area of greatest concern right now, the San Francisco Bay Area under a watch. Of course, we all have friends and family down the coastline of our state. You can also go to our website, as I mentioned, YourCentralValley.com. So we will continue to follow that very closely tonight. A good evening to you, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Brian Dorman. We continue to track the very latest on a major earthquake off the coast of Russia. This is news that we first broke at 6 o'clock. We have a lot of new information here at 7. Cooling down just a little bit tonight from another day of triple-digit heat. It is a view from our Valley Cam at Herndon and Palm Avenues in Fresno. Let's start with Rhett Rodriguez and a first look at your pinpoint weather forecast. Hey, Rhett. Day 13 of the government shutdown with no end in sight. That shutdown is at a stalemate over health care.
Breaking news.
Breaking news first at 5. A tragic ending to a missing persons case. The body of a 50-year-old woman from Coalinga was found over the weekend. At 11, a warning from the Tulare County Sheriff's Office about a phone scam that you need to know about. Our top story on this Monday is the weather. We are tracking our first major storm of the season.
Okay, how's your phone?
Yeah, I had to actually look it up because I wasn't even sure. Tucker's my screensaver, by the way.
Speaking of pets.
Right, it's yeah, that one's staying with me.
Yeah.
4 years old. I have the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I don't really care, and it turns out a lot of people don't. Most are not rushing out to get the latest models. You're just happy with what you got because it works well. So what did you pay for yours?
100 because I traded it.
Oh, 100 for paying it. Okay, the new iPhone.
For trading it in.
Yes,
okay.
But if you didn't, it would be over $1,000, right, for the new iPhone? 1,200.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
That's a laptop, which now laptops are actually so much cheaper than that. But most would still want at least a 20% discount, they say, in order to buy a house that is known to be haunted.
What's the parameters for like, oh, this one's haunted?
I mean, I don't know. The specs that say that somebody died in it or was killed in it, that doesn't sound very appealing.
That's like, but that doesn't.
They have to disclose that.
I guess so, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's haunted.
I mean, no, but that doesn't sound, that's probably step one, I think, to the house being haunted. Fresno City crews say that they were ready for this week's rain, and thanks to all of that prep work, there are only a few issues.
With breaking news.
And breaking news first at 5 out of Los Angeles. The man accused of sparking the Palisades fire in January was in court facing federal charges. And back here at home and turning now to our top story, new details about a shooting last night near Fresno's Manchester Mall. It was billed as a death-defying escape, a Halloween night spectacle in Fresno in 1990. Amazing Joe buried alive inside a homemade casket out at Blackbeard's. Confined by chains, dirt, and wet cement, the 32-year-old never emerged. This Halloween marks the 35th anniversary of the tragic death of Joe Burris. I'll show you how his son wants his father's final act to be remembered forever. That is this Thursday at 7 p.m. only on Eyewitness News. She cannot explain it. She was drawn to a gravesite in a Central Valley cemetery, a simple stone that read only unknown. What happened in the years that followed sent her on a mission. A stranger reaching out to another stranger because no one should ever be unknown or worse, alone. Join us tonight at 7 p.m. for my special report. You do not want to miss this. Unknown, only on Eyewitness News. And then tonight at 10 p.m., the full unedited interview premieres on the KC24 CBS 47 Plus app. I'll take you inside the story beyond what you will see tonight on TV.